What's going on YouTube? It's Gadgets Boy. Welcome to another video, and today we have a brand new phone on the channel. So this is the OPPO Find X2 Pro, and this is one of the two devices launched today and announced today, and this will be available from May, so you can order them and stuff like that. All that information will be in the description area, but for now we're going to unbox this and have a look at what it's all about, talk you through the specs as well, and then I'm going to take this out and about in London today to take some photos and stuff. So I'll be sharing some of those shots on Twitter at Gadgets Boy, so do follow me on there. And if this is your first time on the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification as well, so you'll be one of the first people to know when there's a video on this channel. Right, let's get on with it. Okay, so here's the packaging itself, as you can see there. So on the front, you get OPPO Find X2 Pro. One thing to note that this is the reviewers edition. So on the side, you get OPPO Find X2 on both sides, even though this is the Pro model inside the packaging itself. So when you get yours in your packaging, it should say Find X2 Pro. And let's see what's inside. Okay, first step, you get greeted with OPPO. Welcome pack there. So if I just take that off. And in here is a silicone case, so do keep that. That will keep your phone nice and secure and scratch free and so on. You get your safety guide in there as well, and user manual, all the usual stuff, and you got your SIM ejector tool there. So this is 5G ready, and it's not dual SIM at all as well. So this is running on Snapdragon processor. We'll go through that a little bit more just in a second. See what color we got here. Oh wow, this is the nice leather looking, vegan leather looking version here, which is pretty cool. So if I just take that out. Oh, I'm loving this design. Look at that. That looks really good. Okay, we'll come back to that in a second before I get too excited and carried away. So you got your VOOC charger in here as well. So this is 65 watt supercharged, so VOOC charge. So you'll be able to charge it within 38 minutes back up to full. It's got 2 pin, as you can see there, because again, European, but I've got an adapter for this, so I can plug it into a UK adapter to change it over. So this is SuperVooc 2.0. Which I'll talk more about in a second as well. In here, you also get a pair of in-ear headphones, which are really good from the previous versions that I've tried before. They look really good, and there's not much to that really if I just take that out there. Underneath that as well, don't forget, you got your USB-C cable in there, so don't think that's just the headphones in there, so don't chuck it away and stuff. And you got some earbuds tips there to fit different ear canal sizes, which I'll try and see which one it's perfect for my small ears. So I'm just going to put to the side some of this stuff, and then we're going to power it on. So this is the orange vegan leather version. It also comes in ceramic black as well, which you might have seen on my Twitter already, which I posted about earlier on today and on my Instagram stories as well. So you can see the size there looks really nice. And on the side, this side, we have the volume rockers on there. And if we turn it around to the other side, we have the power button on its own, sad and lowly on that side. And on the bottom here, we have the USB-C port and the speaker grill. So I think this has got stereo speaker as well. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's the speaker grill right at the bottom there. And on the back, you got the OPPO logo nicely there, which I really like. Reminds me of those high-end leather bags with like the logo just nicely put on the back. And then you got that camera array, which is on the back there as well. Just setting this up at the moment, but while I do that, to run through some of the specifications. So this supports 65 watts SuperVooc 2.0 fast charge. It's got Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 in there, mobile platform with X55 5G modem. So you should expect some really good speeds in terms of 5G speeds. Well, when it comes to the UK properly, we'll experience that. In terms of resolution in display itself, this has got the 120 Hertz refresh rate, and it's got that 240 Hertz, 40 Hertz touch response rate as well, which is pretty cool. The resolution itself is Quad HD Plus, and in terms of PPI, for those specification buffs out there, this is 513 PPI, and its brightness is up to 1200 nits as well. So that's a lot of brightness right there for you, for all your media consumption pleasure right there. So one thing you notice as well, if I just bring that closer, is that big camera that you can see on the back there. So in terms of camera, you have 48 megapixel wide angle lens. You got 48 megapixel ultra wide angle lens and a 13 megapixel telephoto lens there for you as well, which supports 10 times hybrid zoom. So you can zoom in and still be able to get usable content from that sort of zoom range as well. The sensor itself is a Sony IMX 689, so that's quite new, and it's a customized flagship sensor just for Oppo, so they can use that in here, so you can actually get some really good shots. Again, I'll be taking this out once I finish setting this up to share some pictures and stuff. That's got OIS as well, dual native OIS, and you got f1.7 large aperture, so this is good for low light photography. I think Mr. Who's the Boss took some not low light photography already, which I looked at earlier on Twitter. Even with the compression, it still looks really good. Something to check out for sure. For video as well, you can do 4K 60 frames per second, which is cool, and you can also do live HDR video recording, something that I actually value when it comes to capturing content on my smartphone. You'll be able to see it live while you're recording, so it's not something that you see afterwards, which is pretty cool. For battery, you get 4,260 milliamp hour battery. Again, this is something I'll put to test, but with Snapdragon processor in there, the latest one, you should be looking at a whole day of using it without any problem at all. Maybe a bit left for the next day. But with supercharged SuperVooc 2.0, you'll be able to charge this back up very quickly with no issues at all. Software is running Android 10, and it's got an overlay on there, so it's got ColorOS 7.1. So this is debut as well, so this is fresh on the smartphone. So this is the first time consumers will be able to see what ColorOS 7.1 is all about. For storage, you get 12 gigs of RAM and 512 gig of internal storage in there. I'm not sure if you can expand the storage in there. I don't think you can, but we'll check that out as well for final reviews and whatnot. I can tweet about it as well, so make sure you follow me at GadgetsBoy on there as well. In terms of pricing, you're looking at around £1,099 in the UK. So again, it'll be available in orange, vegan leather and black ceramic as well around early May this year, so you'll be able to order it from then. Okay, the setup is complete, and now I'm just importing data from my old device, or my current device actually. And you can see there, ColorOS 7.1 feels very fluid, very smooth as well, and that display settings as well. So if you go into settings here, and we go all the way to display and brightness, you got dark mode, which is available on here now as well, which is pretty cool. And if we go down to the bottom here, you can change screen color mode. You can change screen refresh rate, so you can have it auto select, so when you game in it would know and then it auto select that for you, or by default you can put it on 120 Hertz, which I'm going to do now, and that should make it a lot more fluid and nicer to operate and use as well. So at the moment it's in dark mode, hence why you've got this color scheme going on here, which looks really nice. In terms of security, you got fingerprint sensor, you got face unlock, and you can use normal password as well. I'm still playing around with it, so there'll be a lot to learn about the device itself and stuff, so like split screen and game space and all that kind of stuff, but I look forward to trying all that out. In terms of camera, so you can see what you've got there, you got your zoom there. They've made it so that it's nicely seamless when you zoom, so it doesn't jump too much, so you can go up to 60 times there, which is that's when you start to lose quality and stuff. So again, just go up to lower ones if you can. And you got ultra wide angle lens there, which you can see for macro mode as well. It's there. You got your portrait mode. You got night mode as well. If we go all the way here, you got night mode, which you can do when you zoom as well. It's not just for the one time, so you can use all lenses for night mode. And you got the little thing there, which is tripod mode, so you can keep it steady. You get better quality shot at night time. If you go back to settings here, you got HDR there, so you can tap that on and off or put it on auto. If I tap this, you can see other options that you've got. You got 48 megapixel mode right there. So if you go settings as well, you can see what else you got, like shutter sound, flip selfie and so on. And you can see your video resolution. So if you go video, you can do 4K at 60 frames per second. If we go back out, you got your audio effects, you got slow-mo video resolution, which you can do up to 1080p, which for me, that's more than enough for super slow-mo or slow-mo in general. You got audio effects for 3D audio recording, and video encoding as well, which you can change if you wish to do so. If we come back out, that's all there is there. You got AI as well, so again, this will just help you get better colors maybe, or select scenarios and whatnot. Again, we'll test that out for the final review. One thing I really like to see that every camera manufacturers do now, really most of them, is the pro mode, expert mode, so you'll be able to change things like ISO, shutter speed, white balance, and so on. Looks really nice so far. I'm really liking this display. It looks really nice, and it's nice and comfortable to hold in hand as well because of the form factor and the aspect ratio. And I'm still in full awe of just how nice this is in this vegan leather color. It looks really cool, and I don't think I'm going to be putting this device in a case anytime soon, just because of the beauty of it. I just want to show it off. So that's it for the OPPO Find X2 Pro. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. As per usual, if you have any questions, let me know as well. Hit me up on Twitter, @GadgetsBoy, and Instagram as well, because I'll be sharing some photos from this device on there as well. As always, make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and hit that bell notification as well, so you'll be one of the first people to know when there's a video on this channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.